After discussing about return on money invested, now the one more important factor for a conservative investor is a company payout to investor. I already asked a question. What are the payouts you think that will be from a company side? You will get it from a company side. There are two major payouts are there. One is a dividend payout. You already maybe heard if you are already investing. Dividend payout is nothing but the 6 month once or yearly once. The part of the net profit will be distributed among investors. That is called as a dividend. And dividend payouts are the important for the public limited company, especially government companies, the company which is run by the government. And second thing is about appreciation or depreciation of a share price. Appreciation is nothing but you brought a share for 250 rupees. If it is going above 250 rupees, we call it as a appreciation happening in a share price. You brought a share for the 250 rupees and there is a price falls below the 250 rupees, 200, 150 rupees it came. Then depreciation of the share price happened. These two parameters will be very important for a investor, especially for a conservative investor. We'll check from where we can get the data related to these two parameters and how to analyze them and how to use them for a screening purpose. We'll go to the stock universe. The stock universe we have been created previously. This is the stock universe we have. Okay. In this stock universe, we have been considered two parameters. One is about a dividend yield. That is a first payout about a dividend payout. That is nothing but we call it as a dividend yield in terms of percentage dividend yield. Second thing is a CAGR 5 year return on share price. 5 year return on share price. Remember this is the return on share price, not return on equity. Don't get confused with the previous factor. This is a different factor. This is a return on share price. In the sense, 5 year back, share price is a 100 rupees. Okay, today it become a 200 rupees. In the sense, 100% return over 5 years. If you take an average, it will come around 18 to 19%. 18 to 19% average. Like that average return, year on year return, average return for a 5 year on a share price has been considered. These two details we need to screen stocks based on a company payout to investor. Okay, how can we get it done? These two parameters, in the sense these two information, from where we can get these two information. That is the next question. From where we can get these two information? Very simple. I have been given one link. The link is nothing but a screener.in. From there you can get both the information related to dividend yield as well as the average return on share price. Average return on share price for a 5 year. Okay, just click on that link which is provided in this particular file. Just click on that link. Once you click on the link, you will go to a screener.in. If you are not logged in, if you are first time, if you are using, go to login. Okay, just go to login. Give your Google account. It will automatically log in with a Google. Okay, if you have a Gmail account, you can provide that Gmail account for get into this particular website, or else you can use new user ID and password also you can create by using a register. Okay, once you have been in this particular site, then search for here company search is there on top. Search for the company here. For example, I am searching for the HUL. Okay, Hindustan Unilever Limited. Just you have to type here any name you can type. For example, if I am typing Infosys will come. Okay, or else we'll type other companies like we'll take ICICI Bank. Okay, ICICI Bank Limited. Just you have to select that. You have to select that. Once you selected, you can find here itself. You can find here itself the market price, market capitalization, book value, P ratio. Okay, return on equity. Okay, just for a 1 year this is. Okay, then we need to check for here, that is the dividend yield. Okay, dividend yield, it is given 0.27 percentage. Okay, dividend yield of 0.27 percentage, that is a dividend yield. That information you can take here, dividend yield column. And second thing, we need 5-year growth, 5-year return, right? Return over 5 year, return over 5 year. If it is not, if you are not finding here, what you can do, you can search here. Okay, return, you just type return. Okay, you will be finding a return over 5 year, 3 year, 1 year, 6 month, 3 month, all the returns you will get. For example, if you are not finding a dividend yield here, if you are not finding dividend yield, just type dividend, you will get a dividend yield. Okay, same way we'll type return over 5 year, return over 5 year, select that, it will be added to your screen. It will be added to your screen. You have to take that return. Even if you like to have a return over 3 year, you can consider this one also. Okay, any of them you can consider, return over 3 year or return over 5 year. Once you get this data, fill up for all the stock which you have been listed also. I have been taken 219 the stock bucket. Okay, you can also consider your own stock list and search for the information, these two information, dividend yield and CAGR, 5 year of the return over the stock return. Okay, how to get that return over the stock? We have to go to screener.in. In a first page itself, I have been provided a link. If you click on that link, it will take away to this particular website. In website, you have to log in with your Gmail account. Once you log in with your account, or you can create new user ID and password. Once you logged in, you have to search for if it is not there, you just search for a return over 5 year or 3 year. Okay, return over a 5 year and 3 year. You consider return over 5 year data as well as the dividend yield data. You have to list out for all the stock. You can search for any stock here, like TCS, Tata Consultancy Service. If you select TCS, return over 5 year and dividend yield, you will be get. Okay, so in that way we can list out all the stocks for the we can list out information for all the stocks. Once you list out all the information, we will analyze them. In terms how to get it done, in the sense how can we find this particular which are the stock to be screened for a conservative investor, and what parameter need to be considered by the aggressive investor will be discussed in a next video. In previous video, I have been given a information about how to collect the data related to dividend yield and return over 5 year by the share price return on an average for a 5 year. Okay, for we will consider now for the conservative investor. Okay, what need to be considered by the conservative investor? Conservative investor always think that the dividend yield plus share return, in the sense the average share return what you have been extracted information plus dividend yield together has to give a more than desired return or inflation. In the sense practically these two together, 1.39% plus 13.18%, if I add these two together, it will comes around 14.5 or 14.6%, right? 14.6%. Okay, that 14.6% should be higher than the inflation. In the sense, if average inflation is a 6%, then it will be more than 6%. So it will be considered by the conservative investors. Okay, the addition of these two, okay, these two if you added together has to be higher than the inflation. That is a one condition. Either some of the conservative investor will be having a desired return, like desired 12% return. Okay, desired return in the sense, on an average he is expecting a 12% return by investing into a stock market, or 10% return by investing into a stock market. In that case, this, the addition, in the sense these two return together has to be higher than the desired return. There will be two kind of analysis by the conservative investor itself. One is the Pew will be think that if it is on and above the inflation, fine. There will be few conservative investor, they will be having a desired return for the investing into a stock market, and they will think that these two return together has to be higher than the desired return. For example, here I have been considered desired return as a 12%. So which are the stock return, okay, if it is together, if it is higher than the 12%, I will give 1 point, or say yes. I will say no if it is less than 12%. If I add together, if I am getting less than 12%, then I say no. Okay. If it is higher than the 12%, if adding together, if it is result higher than the 12%, we say yes, or giving a 1 point by considering a conservative investor. This is what to be done for the conservative investor. We have to add dividend yield as well as a average return for the from the shares for 5 years. We have to add together. Okay, then we have to compare with the desired return. If it is higher than the desired return, consider them. If it is lower than the desired return, then reject such stocks by saying a no or 0. Okay, whatever the stock you have been listed, just practice over there. Okay, just collect these two information. I hope everyone collected these two information. Add these two information together and compare with your desired return. If you have a 10%, 12% or 15% desired return, compare with that and say yes or no, or 1 or 0 based upon the values. In previous video, we have been discussed for a conservative investor. For an aggressive investor, historical payouts does not matter. Okay, whatever it is given, dividend or 10% return on share price or 20% return on share price, it will doesn't matter for them, because their strategy is nothing but value strategy, and they have been identifying undervalued stocks based on the cash flows, okay, and their capital expenditure. These two parameters, that is the dividend yield and the average share price, in the sense share return appreciation, will not be suitable for them. So we will be skipping this particular step for the aggressive investors. Their investment will be, because their investment will be mainly focused based upon the company's future, not based upon the company's past. In the sense, what previously company undergone, they will be not be that interested by the aggressive investor. What will happen to company in a future will be interesting for them. For that reason, we will be skip this particular step for the value investor or aggressive investor. Aggressive investor will not be consider this parameter as a screening process, in a screening process. Now it comes to one more clarification, like, is dividend yield and share price returns are related to each other? Some extent yes, for some extent it is no. there is no clear picture it is available on the relationship between a dividend yield and share price return. We can see some of the cases here. Okay, in next page I have been given some of the cases. We have listed around 10 companies. Okay, they haven't given a single rupee as a dividend. Dividend yield is a 0. Okay, and their stock return, you can see they have majority of them are in a negative return for a 5-year as well as a 3-year. Return on share price is a negative, in the sense they are keep on depreciating. Okay, and the another set of the companies you can observe here, these are the government companies. Okay, these are run by a government, public sector companies, ONGC, then NHPC, Oil India. Okay, and this PTC, Coal India. Okay, all these are run by a state or central government, and they will be giving a dividend. You can observe here they will give a nice dividend, in the sense the good dividend will be given, but they will be poor in terms of performing in terms of the share price. The share price appreciation is not happening in such companies, but they have been given only the regular consistent dividend to the shareholders. Okay, while investing, especially for the conservative investor, they has to think about these parameters also. The public sector companies always give a better dividend, but poor in terms of return on share price appreciation. So you need to only rely on the dividend if you are investing in such stocks. Okay, the another category of the stocks are that they will not at all giving a dividend on one side, the another side their share price also keep on coming down. Okay, keep coming down their share price, in the sense they are keep losing their value. So we have to avoid such company also. For that reason, we have been considered for a conservative investor, dividend yield plus average return both together has to beat a inflation or desired return. It should be higher than a desired return or inflation. That's why this parameter has been considered for the conservative investor. For a value investor, this particular parameter will not be applicable, because they will be looking for a future of the company, not a past performance of the company in terms of the return to the investor, in terms of payout. Okay, this is about this particular topic related to a company's payout to the investor. Companies payout to the investor, two major payouts are there, dividend as well as a appreciation or depreciation in terms of the share price. You can get the detail about these two from this particular web link. Okay.